Then I took a smidge and applied it down there.
This one's wife. PR expert. Why her PR stinks. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. This one's wife has announced another PR strategy, the 432nd since she has risen to infamy. I explained in a video why she keeps resetting it, but I thought it would also be advantageous to have a tete-a-tete with my PR expert to receive her input, her knowledge, and her expertise in relation to why this one's wife's PR strategy stinks. She explained that there is nothing inherently wrong with a public figure adjusting their PR strategy. Indeed, proactive PR management is necessary, naturally, because there are certain things that occur. There might be some adverse publicity that needs to be navigated. There may have been something that has happened in this public figure's life that needs to be addressed in some way. And most usually, it's a case of adjusting strategy when there is something to promote. For instance, a new film, an album has been launched, there's a new book, there's a high-profile partnership perhaps with an organisation, person or company. All of those are entirely valid reasons for a celebrity to engage with both the media and the public. Do not lose sight of the fact that the PR looks to address two main audiences. The media, which can then amplify the position of that public figure, and of course the public, who are often invited to form a view about this person, to give that individual credence, credibility, popularity, and indeed buy into whatever it is that they're offering. The expert agreed with me that ordinarily you don't hear much about A-list actors unless they've got a movie coming out or a musician is about to launch an album or a tour. The problem with this one's wife isn't so much that she keeps changing her PR strategy. It's that she makes announcing these changes a spectacle in itself. And that's where the absurdity begins. What my expert explained in no uncertain terms, absolutely clearly, is that PR strategy is not news of itself. You don't announce it, you execute it. Now, my expert, and whilst I can't mention names, has dealt with a number of famous individuals that are difficult PR clients. And she has got a considerable amount of experience in this field and owns a PR organisation. She's got a lot of talent with this. She's dealt with worldwide brands and worldwide famous people. So she's got plenty of understanding, expertise, and experience. And what she made very clear was that she sees this one's wife as standing in a category of awkwardness of her own. What's the core issue, I asked her. Well, she explained that she doesn't listen to professional advice. Naturally, my expert has not advised this one's wife, but PR experts, they know how it all works, and they know the types of client that you can deal with, and they're able to see in the way that a strategy is unfolding and the results that occur or don't occur, what the problems are. My expert has seen that in relation to the way that this one's wife's PR strategy is unfolded, it is clear as day. She does not listen to professional advice. As I've explained to you, this is because her sense of entitlement, owing to her narcissism, tells her that not only is she always right because she is the expert, but that also means she can never be wrong. It's always somebody else's fault. Many of you have also grasped that she doesn't listen. We've seen it, for instance, with regard to what she wears. Undoubtedly, there have been those that have advised her that that doesn't look good on you. And as I've explained previously, this one's wife does not look in the mirror and think, actually, I look like a meth-addicted bag lady, but fuck it, I'll still wear it. The delusion of her narcissism causes her to believe that she looks good. And it's similar when it comes to PR. My expert basically summarized it as saying her overhauls are essentially a masterclass in delusion. She truly believes that she knows better, and therefore she doesn't listen. My expert explained that her role isn't to be a blind devotee. It isn't a case of just sitting there and nodding along and executing whatever half-baked vision a client demands. Not at all. The job is to strategize, to guide, to tell the clients, often firmly, what works and what does not. But my expert identified that it's quite clear that this one's wife operates under a different logic. I asked her to envisage what might it be that this one's wife states, and she said without hesitation, this one's wife would say things like, I am paying you, do what I say. I want to achieve A by doing B. And in the instance where the PR professional explains that to achieve A, you need to do C and not B, and that if she does B, she'll get D instead of A, no, I want A by doing B. I'm in charge, do it my way. And that insight is entirely commensurate with the haughty and bullying individual that has been leaked, if you will, or talked about to the world at large. And it's no surprise to learn that this one's wife would behave that way, but it is insightful to know that a PR expert sees that's the way that she would actually behave. Again, this is commensurate with her narcissism. She knows best, and you're the lackey, you're the minion. You're not there to actually tell her what to do, she's there to tell you what to do. My expert explained that this approach is the exact opposite of how professional PR should function. When a PR specialist explains that a particular approach will not work, the correct response is to adjust course, not bulldoze ahead and then announce a new PR strategy when it inevitably fails. The second, and perhaps more fundamental problem, is that this one's wife believes that PR is not about what she does, but about her. All roads lead to this one's wife is her PR formula. And again, this is an excellent point. There are two factors that drive this. In it not being about what she does is because she has no talent. She actually has no substance, no product, no content. She's got nothing to put out there, nothing of interest or excellence. And furthermore, it is all about her in her deluded world. Not about what she actually does, but all about her because she's the only thing that matters. Ordinarily, my expert explains that proactive marketing, PR, is about promoting a product, a film, a brand, a book. Even the most high-profile celebrities, from Beyonce to George Clooney, understand that their projects take centre stage. The promotion is about their work, not solely them as individuals. But when it comes to this one's wife, every single PR campaign that my expert has identified that she has run is about how to promote her more. The book, the podcast, the cooking show, the dog food, the jam. These aren't products in need of strategic promotion. In her mind, they are mere tools to further the grand narrative of this one's wife, queen of the universe. In other words, not only does it demonstrate her self-absorption, but these are just tools that she triangulates everybody else with in order for it to be about her. It's not about selling a successful children's book. It's about this one's wife proving she's a literary genius. It's not about making a hit podcast. It's about this one's wife being the world's most intriguing woman. It's not about a cooking show. It's about this one's wife, the elegant, impossibly chic lifestyle guru. It's not about jam or dog food. It's about this one's wife brand being so powerful that people will pay her just to use her name on their products. This is why each PR campaign ends in disaster. The product is secondary. This one's wife assumes that simply by existing, she will generate massive demand. That the public will beg her to return to Instagram, beg her to launch a lifestyle brand, beg her to bless them with her divine presence in any way she sees fit. In her mind, she's thinking that Dior are waiting with bated breath, ready to shower her with millions just for posting selfies in couture. That farmers are ready to pay her to slap an American Riviera orchard logo on their organic strawberries and golden jars. That luxury brands will throw free products at her and millions will sell out overnight purely because of her name. Yet again, as you would expect, her narcissism is behind this, the self-absorption, the delusion, the magical thinking. In reality, she hinted at returning to Instagram and the square root of fuck all happened. She launched American Riviera Orchard and people forgot about it in 2 weeks. She hinted at a major luxury brand deal and nothing materialized. Accordingly, when the grand this one's wife-centric plan inevitably flops, the cycle repeats, which is announce a new PR strategy. So why does she keep making a public spectacle out of these shifts? Because it's another way to generate headlines, which allows her to assert control and draw fuel. The problem is, this one's wife has a new PR strategy is not a compelling news story. In PR terms, it's actually a sign of chaos, a sign that nothing is working, a sign that there is no real strategy at all, only reactive scrambling every time something doesn't land the way she expected. Netflix didn't buy into the This One's Wife brand because they believed in her storytelling abilities. They bought into the Royal brand, the illusion of global fascination. When it became clear that the public wasn't interested in her projects on their own merits, This One's Wife had 2 options, my expert explains. 1, adjust, recalibrate, and figure out why the public isn't engaging. 2, blame everyone else and launch a new PR strategy. Guess which one she picked. The irony of all this is that This One's Wife's endless cycle of PR reinvention is actively hurting her brand. The public sees right through it. They recognise the desperation. They see the delusion. The fact that she's still acting like a global icon, while in reality, her influence is shrinking. If her projects were successful, she wouldn't need to repeatedly reboot her PR approach. If there was a real demand for what she was selling, it would sell itself. That's how PR actually works. But as long as This One's Wife continues believing that she is the product, rather than focus on making a product worth promoting, the cycle will continue. Thus, This One's Wife announces new PR strategy, public doesn't care, project flops, This One's Wife announces another PR strategy, and round we go. And this, which is naturally driven by her narcissism, demonstrates why her PR stinks. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.